Good morning, buenos dias from Mexico City. Today is going to be an exciting day because we are going to head to the historic center, or in Spanish you would say Centro Historico. I've been there many times before, but it's been about 5 or 6 years since I've been there last, so I'm excited to go back there, check it out, see some familiar things, see what's different, and bring you guys along with me. We're also going to be eating at one of the best popular Mexican restaurants there that we like to go to, which I'll show you, and all the sights and everything for the whole area. So without further ado, let's get going. Let's head down to the historic center. We have made it to the historical center area. Whew. Nice and sunny day out, which is nice for a change. The first thing we're going to head to is the post office building, which is right there. And across from the post office building is the Fine Arts Palace. Or how you say it in Spanish?
Palacio de Bellas Artes.
Maybe there's something going on. You can walk down there. We've sent cards from Mexico to Canada from here. So it's a very historic post office that is still in operation. I believe you get your mail, then you can go there and pay for your stamp and give it to them and mail it. One of those booths right there. You can send packages and letters all over the world from here. And of course they have a Western Union. So now we're going to go to a bakery and get a sweet treat for breakfast. Later I'm going to show you the Fine Arts Palace. But for now, let's get the day started. Let's go to the bakery and then get a coffee because I need a coffee to get the day going. So there is another museum over there called Munal. Very nice building, great architecture on it. There you can see people doing the red bus over there. We did that a number of years ago. Talked about possibly doing it again during this trip. So maybe we'll do a video on that. I don't know, it's a possibility. But it's very cool because you can sit up top. You can get the tour in English, Spanish, German, Italian. You get headphones, all types of languages. It's a fast and cheaper, convenient way to see the whole city. If you look at some of the buildings here, it looks very European, old style. Doesn't look like, how would I say, like a modern place. The historic center has a feel of the history, and like I said, reminds a lot of people of Europe just by the... You can really see the influence of the Spanish when they came to Mexico. This area is unlike any other area in Mexico City, pretty much. Now this is one of the more quieter streets. Once we go a couple streets over, you're gonna see a lot more people. It's gonna be super busy. But sometimes it's nice to go on these side streets that are more peaceful. It's more calm, more relaxed. But then other times you want the chaos, so later we'll see the chaos. The bakery. At the bakery here, you gotta grab one of these trays and a pair of tongs. Nice fresh gelato. Bunch of cakes here. What are you looking at getting, your bread?
Yeah, just a piece of bread.
Everything is very fresh here. We had this for breakfast at the hotel the other day. It was very good. You can get donuts. Whew. Ooh, look at the cookies. This one looks good. Okay, grab a cookie then. Maybe just one roll of bread. That plus a muffin. Making the fresh croissants. Everything here is baked daily. And it's not busy, surprisingly. Last time we came here, it was packed. Chocolate muffin.
That's it?
Yep. Now let's pay and get out of here. Okay, so we got our pastries. Cost 68 pesos. Not bad for all that. Now we're gonna go find some coffee and enjoy this delicious food with our coffee. Remember how I was just talking about how the previous street was so calm and quiet? Well, here is the chaos. This is the main avenue here, which is always super packed, super busy. It's pedestrian only, no cars allowed. You can see all the people on both sides of the road. And you can see the Latin America Tower right over there. It's one of the iconic symbols in the city and the historic center. So we're about to cross here and I'll show you how many people there is. That actually wasn't too bad for here. Sometimes it gets a lot worse. I'm sure later, as the afternoon starts to happen, there'll be a lot more people. And here's where we're gonna go for coffee. The old classic from America, Dunkin' Donuts. All the classic donuts. So we got our Dunkin' Donuts coffee. We're gonna sit here, relax and enjoy it. Also gonna eat my muffin and some pan, some fresh bread. Let's go in for a quick bite. It has like a cream cheese inside. That wasn't expected, but hey, I'm down for some cream cheese, I guess. So now I'm gonna take you inside one of the biggest and oldest bakeries in Mexico. It's super popular, huge inside. And it's so popular, in fact, that people buy the bread here and sell it on the street. First thing you can see is all the Jello cakes. This makes the bakery we just went to a couple minutes ago look so small. Wow. It's so packed in here. There's a rosca.
They are so fluffy and light.
These are the best muffins that are fluffy and light. Apparently, I haven't tried them, but the expert has. If you want to get it, and then we can try it later at the Airbnb. Some fresh bread, so many different types here. The variety and options here are insane. Let's see what else we can see here. Looks like back here they have a bunch of different cookies. More cakes. Some kind of caramel cookie, it looks like. That's where the line starts. It goes all the way around for that counter. I wouldn't know what to get. Too many options. Let me see the ticket.
This is just 16 pesos.
Oh, pretty cheap for one little muffin. So they wrap it over there, give you a ticket, and then you go and pay. Nice system. When you come to Mexico or Mexico City, you gotta come visit one of these bakeries. It's just a cool experience to see all the variety and the options that we don't have back home. I think this is one of the busiest streets in the world. And we're gonna head down now to the center square. Just always gotta be careful about your surroundings when you're here. Like anywhere else in the world. Make sure you have your belongings secure. And just enjoy the view and all the people. You will find a lot of American chains here, like Starbucks over there. Krispy Kreme right over here. And we're lucky today because it's nice weather outside. It's pretty warm. The past couple days it hasn't been that hot here. So because it's winter back in Canada, I don't mind the heat, I don't mind the warmth. It's always nice. We're gonna keep walking towards the main square over there. And once we get there, I'll show you the Christmas stuff. They still have the tree set up and all that. It got so busy here, it looks like I lost my wife, so I'm gonna wait for her to come through this crowd. I think the light is about to turn, hopefully. You can see the Latin America tower in the distance there. I showed it earlier in the video. It shows the time on top. Right now it is 2:10 p.m. Friday, December 27th, 2024. And I guess this video will be coming out early January. Getting more and more busy, more and more people. Sometimes the lights take a while to turn here because the cars need to get by. There's a lot of traffic, but on this street it's only pedestrians. Okay, the light just turned, so let's see if my wife comes to me, if I can find her or not, or we gotta call her because we're lost. It's out. Yay, we found you! I think actually before we get to the square, we're gonna check out a museum quick. Fun fact about Mexico City, besides London, I believe it has second most museums in the whole world. I'm gonna Google that, I'll put that in the video. once I find out if that's a true fact or not, but I believe it is the second most. Otherwise, it's a lot of museums.
When you come to the historic center in Mexico, almost every corner is a museum. You can find a museum almost in every corner.
And this museum is called?
Museo de la Estanquilla.
So apparently this museum is always free, but they do have a donation box right here. So if you want to leave a donation after you're done the museum or when you first enter, that's always appreciated. So at the top of the museum, they have this cool lookout. You can see the church right there. I thought it was just a museum. I didn't know it had this cool observatory, and it's free. So if you want a good spot, come for photos when you're here in Mexico City. This seems like a good option. Some rooftops like this you'd have to pay for. And at the rooftop, they also do have a cafe here. Good to get a drink. I'd recommend working from the ground floor up in this museum, so when you get to the top, you can just hang out on this cool patio, have a drink, and relax. They have these fake newspaper things you put your head through. I just did one. I'll put a photo of that on the screen right here. Now my wife is doing one. Little cool thing to do in the museum. So I think we're just gonna take a quick peek around this gallery here, and then we're gonna continue on towards the square. We have almost made it to the main square, but I think we're gonna stop and go to the Coca-Cola store, get a fresh cola before we go to the square. So let's go check it out. Coca-Cola. We're looking for cherry Coke. See a bunch of regular. Just a can? 35 pesos. It's cherry. Perfecto. Also have different drinks here like Fanta, Sprite, Minute Maid, orange juice, carbonated water. Yeah, these are all products made by Coca-Cola. Apparently the OXXO and the convenience stores don't sell cherry Coke, so that's why it's popular to get it here. And that's why you're paying a premium price of 35 pesos. We have a 50 peso bill. So you should get 15 pesos as change. Mexico is actually the #1 consumer in the world of Coca-Cola, believe it or not. Mexicans love their Coke. Some love it more than they love life itself. I'm just kidding. That's why it's available in so many different presentations, my wife says. But back to the chaos of the Zocalo. All the people. Sometimes you get a small break where there's not that many people, but once you get to the square, it's going to be packed. Tastes like cherry Coke. You can see the Mexican flag over there. Once you see the flag, you know you reached the square. And it's still dressed up for Christmas time. Since Christmas was 2 days ago. Right in the center of Mexico City now. Now if this was nighttime, that would be all lit up, but since it's daytime, you just gotta enjoy it for the beauty that it is during the day. So that's one of the most popular cathedrals in Mexico, and the parliament where the president of Mexico stays and works in office is right over behind over there. Now normally when it's not Christmas time and there's no events going on, this is just an empty square where people hang out. But since we just had Christmas, it's still holiday themed here. It looks like over there they have some stands set up, people selling different types of food, snacks, candy. There's always people selling stuff in Mexico, and especially in the historic center area. There's the flag. They have a stage set up over here. I'm guessing at nighttime when they put on all the lights, they have a concert going on. It's getting super hot here with the sun hitting on you. Gonna get a nice tan maybe. So when I go back to Canada, not gonna be so pale. What's this over here? Some kind of Christmas statue? Like a boy and a girl inside of something that looks like a piñata? Cool. Or in Mexico they would say chido. Looks like they have some traditional dancing going on here. One thing I'll tell you about Mexico, it's so hard here to find a garbage. I just finished this Coke and I've been looking for like 10 minutes. That's okay. If that's the worst of my problems, I'm happy with that. I just want to show you one last thing here from the historic center. This beautiful decoration. Very nice. I wonder what it looks like at night when it gets all lit up. What a great place to come for the holidays. Mexico City. Now we're gonna go to one of our favorite restaurants and get some lunch. So let's go do that now. So we just got to the restaurant, Casa Antonio, and it is packed. So many people, it's gonna be a long wait. I'll show you the line. But apparently it's worth it. I came one time before, it was very good. But look at all the people. So we actually left that other location and we've come to a different La Casa de Antonio, and it looks less busy, so fingers crossed there probably still is a wait. I see the screen up there. Whew. What are we? 8? It's at 72.
Okay.
We're 8? So how many? It's almost the same, isn't it?
I think it's been here, right?
I guess.
Well, it was 50 on that one. It's the same.
It's the same. It's the same. But we walked all the way here, so we might as well wait. Well, since we are in line waiting for Casa Antonio, I'm going to show you the Palace of Fine Arts, which is right across the street. We have time to kill because it's probably going to be like an hour until we get called. Sucks, but I think it's going to be worth it. As you can see, there is the Palace of Fine Arts. I've never actually been inside of it, but we have seen a light show where they project lights off the tower at night, and it's a pretty awesome show that they do. They only do it during certain parts of the certain times of the year. Unfortunately, they aren't doing it right now, or else I would come back and show you it. But see, right behind me. I see a lot of dogs in this area too. A lot of pets. It's a standard poodle. Sometimes you'll see people having protests here. See, maybe they're getting ready or just finished one. Very nice. Palace of Fine Arts. Maybe next time we come back to Mexico City, we'll go inside, check it out. So now we're gonna head back to Casa Antonio. Hopefully our table is ready and I can show you some of the amazing food that they offer finally. So we finally made it in. The menu is on the table, so they don't actually give you a paper menu. And then you take this ticket and you fill it out with what you want and give it to the server. Very different, very cool how they do the serving here. So they have this button on the table where you can call them, or you can order the bill to pay. I haven't seen that before. It's a very unique feature, but this restaurant is famous for having fast service and good food and good prices as well, which you can see on the menu. It's not too expensive. You can get an order of 3 tacos for 77 pesos. You can also get a quesadilla here, like I'm gonna get one with cheese for 49 pesos, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. We got some guacamole and some tostadas for the soup. Ooh, super fresh. Here is the pozole soup. Very popular here. So I got a chicken and cheese quesadilla. Let's see how it is. Too hot. It's good. You can really taste the deep fried tortilla and the cheese inside and the chicken. Very good. These are the beef flotas. So she ordered green salsa to go up for flotas, which are very popular at this restaurant. And now you're going to squeeze the lime.
Gracias.
And then top it off with some green salsa verde. I'm just finishing off my quesadilla. It was excellent. I love this place. I would come back anytime. So I just finished up eating at Casa Antonio. Food was very good. Enjoyed it a lot. And now heading to the subway. And I will update you later when we get back to the Airbnb. Okay, we are back at the Airbnb now. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun going to the historic center, looking around, going to Casa Antonio, having some good food and some good company. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. I'm not too sure right now what we're going to be up to, but it will be another video in Mexico City, so be on the lookout for that. So long from Mexico City tonight, and I will see you in the next one.